Welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. I'm your brother, old guy from Hip Hop News Uncensored, and sitting across from me is my co-host.
What it do was good. It's your brother SAM to the AN motherfucking T. SamAnt, Viral Hip Hop News. We are live. We're in the building. Another episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. Oh God, what's good, my brother?
What up, everybody out there that's checking in tonight, exclusively on Hip Hop News Uncensored. Peace to y'all, and we do appreciate everybody that's going to listen to this podcast. As you coming in, we need you to do just two favors. Go ahead and hit the like button and make sure that you share this video. SamAnt, what's popping over there, bro?
Man, it always feels good to come in here Friday evenings, come live with you, brother. Oh God,
yes, sir.
Live with the people, always on Hip Hop News Uncensored. That come chill with us every Friday evening. Like oh God say, make sure you hit that like button, man. But yeah, I had a good day, chilled with the kids. You know how I like to lay low. Yeah, snowed out here in Jersey. It's cold. It's dreary. Yeah, it's miserable. It's one of them nights for sure. My daughter was trying to get me out the snow, and I was ignoring her like the plague. I was like, nah, I'm not trying to hear that shit.
It wasn't the type of snow. It was kind of the wet, muddy,
dreary.
Right.
Ready for it to be over, man. Ready for it to get hot outside. Yeah, we got a real great spring and summer lineup going on. The Uncensored Truth Podcast, man. So indeed, man. But enjoyed ourselves for sure.
Yeah, man. As everybody's coming into the building, you already know what to do. Go ahead and drop those area codes. So we can give your city a shout out and hit that like button and make sure that if you get a chance, go ahead and just share this video with a friend or two. Let them know that the Uncensored Truth Podcast is live, man.
Indeed, man. Where the area codes at? Where the area codes? 215. I see they in the building. 678's in the building. 253. Indeed. Dope. I thought it didn't snow in New York. Now we in Jersey actually, and it damn sure did some sloppy mess up in here. 770-215-720-303. Yeah. 54842. What it do? Denver, Colorado 303. Name that strand out there. Wake and Bake Podcast coming real soon. 256-817-912-910-615-716. They in the building tonight. Oh God, indeed, brother.
That's what's up.
Indeed,
what's up, man. But yeah, man, we got a lineup tonight. It's not gonna be the longest of shows tonight, but we definitely want to rap with y'all for a little bit tonight. We're going to be talking about Juelz Santana turning himself in to serve a 27-month prison sentence. Also, just real briefly, we're going to talk about rapper Young Dolph pretty much claiming that about $500,000 worth of valuables, jewelry, electronics were stolen out of his vehicle at a restaurant. So
looking forward to it, man. Miss Perez Lynn, love your show. The T-Pain video, laugh my ass off. 815-773-708-312. Just donated in the super chat $5.
Appreciate that.
We definitely appreciate that. We never asked for the super chat. We like to say, man, hit us with the shares, hit us with the content, hit us with the people. You know what I mean? Let them know. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We definitely appreciate you. But indeed, man, we'll keep your comments going all night, Miss Perez. Yeah. Or Miss Parker Lynn, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
We'll keep them popping, man.
I see the 213. I see the 662-713 in the building. 303-81 in the building. I see you, Antoine, in there. You said, what up, Sam, and oh God, my brother Kansu. I see him in the building as well.
Man, look, you put up a picture today, man. March 1st.
Oh, yeah.
2018.
Yeah.
We were setting up the set. Is this the official anniversary date of the Uncensored Truth Podcast, man? March 1st.
Let's stamp it.
March 1st.
This is the official 1-year anniversary of getting this thing, kicked off and started. So we're definitely excited, just to continue to keep our head down and really grind at the end of the day, man. We ain't even chopped up no numbers or nothing like that. We just working at this point, man.
Indeed, man. We were supposed to. We talked about it for a couple of weeks now because we all knew it was leading up to it, or you and I knew it was leading up to it. And we were like, all right, come to the anniversary. We're going to do numbers and shit. And then now we just so focused, man. I'm still not really focused on it to pay attention. I'd rather just keep working and keep going. But it is our anniversary unofficially. We ain't really put nothing up. But what's your fondest memory so far, man? Name some of your most fondest conversations. And
I would say the Young Thug one. We talked about Young Thug, Little Uzi. That one I think was one of the ones that shot above 100,000. The Master P conversation that we did, it's been so many of them, really, man, to be honest with you. But those two notably right there that pops up at my head now.
Definitely the Master P one for me because of the numbers that it hit. It was definitely really proud to see that happen. Right. A lot of the Tekashi conversations, the numbers that they've had, but just the kind of even ones that necessarily didn't do the numbers, but just great conversation. A lot of the Bill Cosby conversations that we had great engagement. A lot of the Charlemagne conversation. See, a lot of the things necessarily that didn't go our way when it comes to people agreeing with us, that are kind of the ones that I know stand out to me, because those are the ones that made the most impact. The Charlemagne conversations, the Bill Cosby conversations, certain conversations where they were kind of those gray area conversations where we had a lot of people on our side, but a lot of people not on our side. It just made me and gave me confirmation, like, all right, we're doing our job. We got people listening and engaging in our content. So just to see that over this brief year, and just to see how we're progressing in that, man, is very humbling and dope to see. So thank y'all, man.
We do appreciate that. We see the condolences and everything, you know, the congratulations, I should say, in the chat room. I do want to give a shout out to Remy in the chat room in Memphis, because I remember you were sharing with me that Tennessee right now is the #1. Talk about that, SamAnt.
So we shout out to everybody right now that listens to us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. Anybody in the building right now who is not listening on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, you know damn well you got an iPhone or Android. Go to the podcast section right now. Type in the Uncensored podcast. Subscribe to your boys. Check us out. Leave a comment. Show the support. That goes a long way. We're trying to take over this audio game just as good as we took over YouTube, man. So let's just get y'all support. We appreciate it. But I'm looking through the statistics, not to be too long-winded, and I see #1. I asked you, I said, what city do you think is #1? You said city. I said, all right, fuck it. Let me see what state. And obviously, you start throwing out some of the common states, and it was nowhere close. #1, Memphis, Tennessee.
Shout out to Memphis.
Shout out to Memphis, man.
That's crazy.
Indeed,
and
man.
they was in there throwing the comments up early, you know, in the game. Also, I see San Jose in the building. A few more. I want to 901 in the building. I see you. We appreciate it, man. We're gonna keep on, you know, delivering this nonstop exclusive content to y'all. Definitely.
Indeed, man. So what we got first on the ticket, big dog?
Let's talk about Juelz Santana.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Turning himself in officially for his 27-month prison sentence. You know, we reported about a year ago when he pretty much tried to run up in the airport. Had a loaded gun. Yeah, that was a great one, actually. Loaded gun, oxycodone pills. We talked about it. We thought that maybe he might end up doing a lot of time, you know, at one point. I think he was looking up close to anything to 15 years, but kind of got, you know, 2 years and a couple months he'll be out of there. So yeah, man. So what do you think about the whole situation, man? And just punishment for him or what?
Well, just to give it a 360-degree circle now, we look at it when it first initially happened, and a lot of things were jumping out. Was he set up? I know we were talking about that. Was it drug induced? What was going on with Juelz to have him possibly have this at an airport, Newark airport at that, knowing the consequence? And then on top of it, what a lot of people ignoring, is funny now at this time, he ran. He took the fuck off.
Yeah.
He dipped.
Right.
So, and no one still got the footage of that, but everything leading up, and like you said, doing the 15 years, when you look at it now, him getting a couple years, now solidifying his life and his family, getting married, I think he'll be okay. He has a great support system behind him. He has a great fan base. I don't know if he'll be able to necessarily do music or things like that, but maybe he'll transition a little more into TV. You know, he has a love and hip hop thing. I don't think he'll ever go without money. I think he'll be fine coming out of jail, doing a couple years. And it is what it is. Whether or not it's justified, like we say a number of times on this podcast, we never want to condone someone doing jail time. He had a gun in an airport. Shit. I mean, either the pills. Okay, if he had just the pills, you can go, brother needs maybe some counseling. He needs rehabilitation. Maybe sit him in a rehabilitation center for 30 to 45 days or something like that, whatever, to make sure he can get right, have visitation, all that stuff be catered to, and just take care of his habit. Right. But the gun, a loaded gun in Jersey at an airport. Yeah, that was a big mistake. It's tough, man. You know what I mean? I think he actually got a real good sentence. You know what I mean? Think just the gun alone, you know what I'm saying, could have got him like 5. You know what I mean? Typically, especially being a felon, you know, load a gun in the airport, that could have got you like 5. Then the oxycodone they could have added more, you know, on for that. So he actually kind of got a slap on the wrist, believe it or not. I think he has to do a while on probation, but you know, that'll go past like that. 27 months, he'll be out of there, and you know, moved on with his life. His girl hold it down, make some bread. He did a couple things with Dipset before, got some music going. So I think it'd be cool. Leave your ones or your twos in the comment section right now. Is the punishment justified? Does he need to sit down for a little bit of time? Do you agree with it, disagree with it? 1, you agree. 2, you disagree, man. We like to get the fan engagement during the conversation. I'd have to say, yeah, I think that cool. If he sits down for a little while, does his thing, he'll be out. Solidified family, solidified home, solidified business, not too old. Maybe sit down and get himself justified to where he doesn't need those drugs. It's a good thing, man. We seen Offset talking about it on the Breakfast Club a couple of days ago. And we talked about it a little bit on the podcast on Thursday in particular. I mean, he had the album coming out. We talked a little bit about that, his business with Cardi. But he said something about a couple things I want to talk about. Him with Lean, and how he's trying to get off of the lean and trying to get off of the drugs, but shit is keeping him, is allowing him to sleep at night. So just talk about how he, especially one of the highest when it comes to the youth in rapping today, how he's speaking out against lean and drug abuse, something that we've been so strong upon on this podcast to speak out against. We've been talking to Future and the various artists that promote it. Now we see one of these high profile artists talking against it. Talk about that.
What's happening is, you know, a lot of these guys, it's in the culture now. You know what I mean? Guys is growing up, they partying. These things are readily available. So these guys try this stuff. They end up getting hooked on it. Next thing you know, they got a habit that's lasting for years. That's what I think the situation, Meek talked about that pretty much happening.